woke up and they're just stone-faced. Nothing out of those kids. They're just here to play.
Well, the first match of the last day of Worlds will be Ghosts versus CLOUD9. A lower bracket best of 5. You lose here and you go home. We'll see Ghosts in the blue, CLOUD9 in the orange. Ghosts starting up on the offense. Ball making its way back out to midfield. Lethmir over to the side. Classics with the demolition onto Torment, opening up space for Lethmir. He'll try to get the clear, but Squishy with the shadow play. They'll follow that one onto the back wall. Gimmick keeps the pressure on the backboard. Zane Jackie to Classics, now to Lethmir. Shot towards net, defended by Squishy. Sent away. Now we'll look for the transition out to Gimmick. Torment's the one who moves up and is able to make the play. Uncontested on the backboard, a miss will leave it open for Gimmick there. You see the defender not come off in time, and CLOUD9 able to score.
I mean, even watching this from Classics' perspective, it looked like it was on target for about half a second, so he jumped up to get the save, but it was pretty high up above that crossbar, so he used all of his boost. He couldn't get that contact and push it into the opposite corner, and CLOUD9 will capitalize.
Yeah, an interesting goal scored off the backboard touches. Not something that happens very often anymore, as the players have gotten so good at defending it, but now an open net, Zane Jackie off the backboard, this time out to Classics. He's gonna try and drive it back into the box, but Gimmick to play it away. Squishy and net will move out underneath him, and they kind of get tangled up in the corner there. Picking up a bit of space here. Squishy able to back off. Now Lethmir onto the backboard again. Torment to push it back down the field. Classics. Now advancing back up for Ghosts. Looking for offensive opportunities. Ball hanging out at midfield. Classics now into the corner. Lethmir with the redirect around one. Gimmick in the air. Lofted over Classics. Zane Jackie now falling back. Torment pass 2. Classics up the field. Lethmir looking. Puts it into the box. Will be Torment who plays it away.
Something CLOUD9 needs to watch out for is, where is that third man on Ghost? Is he playing up tight at that midfield? Will hard clears be worthwhile? Or is he going to be playing a little bit further back and you slow it down and try and get the two-man passes?
CLOUD9 pushing out of their half. 3 minutes left here in game number 1. CLOUD9 holding on to the 1-goal lead. After the defensive mistake from Classics. We're putting it back in the middle, and Gimmick trying to keep this ball in Ghost territory. Squishy onto the backboard, nobody's up, and he'll take the shot towards the net. Classics not able to get over in time, and Squishy scores.
I mean, giving Squishy this kind of room, he's gonna put something on target. You can see him putting that all the way to that backboard in that juicy spot up in the top corner. Classics, since he wasn't there in the backboard, he had to wait for that last touch. You need to see where that trajectory is. A pre-jump will leave you just sitting there doing nothing.
CLOUD9 up by 2 in game number 1. Ghost still looking for that first goal of the day. Squishy clears the pass 2, Gimmick up to create the 50-50, but Lethmir wins it out. It's a pass Torment. He's got Zane Jackie in the middle to work with. Torment tries to play it off the wall. It's Squishy who gets there first. Zane Jackie across the field towards his own corner. Gimmick with the loft. 3 players tight in the corner here for Ghosts. They get the ball out to midfield, and Classics loses the 50-50. It'll be Gimmick able to move up. Squishy with soft plays. Still tackled by Lethmir.
Not a whole lot going on either side of the field, really. Seems like Ghosts are really still trying to figure out how they want to play. They like to adapt mid-series, but sometimes that means they go into that first game a little confused, not knowing exactly where all their teammates are.
Pass down from Squishy. Torment looked to connect, but the ball outpaced him. Now Classics connected with Lethmir.
There we go.
Zane Jackie's got in midfield, takes the midfield shot all the way down. It'll be Squishy in the back. Able to put it over to the side as CLOUD9 rotates back onto defense.
But now they know Ghost needs to put on the pressure here. They have finally cleared it out of their half. Do not slow down. Make C9 use that boost. Try and get them to make these saves.
Critical to get this first goal in. Do not allow CLOUD9 to get up to a 3-goal lead. Zane Jackie and Lethmir working together with the wall. The pass into the middle. Classics with a shot. Upper 90. Beautiful placement, and Ghost is on the board.
Just when it looked like Classics was going to double commit here with Lethmir, he backflips to ground himself. Zane Jackie getting there. No one from C9 expecting him to actually get that, thinking it was too high for him to reach, but he will just make contact, and Classics was ready.
The infield pass, a very effective way to score right now. Difficult to pull off when you do. Almost always going to be going in. Now a 1-goal game. You're up in the corner with 2 CLOUD9 players. Squishy puts it out. Classics doesn't have the correct velocity. Now Now Lethmir on the ceiling in the middle, just holding on to it. Running a little bit of time right now as the final minute approaches. St. Jackie, scary touch over to the side. Torment and Lethmir on the side wall. Ball gonna be up and above the blue box right now. 47 seconds left. Torment's shot over the top of two Classics up, and he makes the save this time. Gets it away, keeps that lead from extending. Keeping this game within reach with 38 seconds left. They're only down by one. CLOUD9 pressuring right now in the Ghost half.
Yeah, with this much time left, Ghost, they want to have that third person, someone cheating up, someone to be a target. Right now, that's Lethmir.
Over the side, gets a demolition on a gimmick. St. Jackie high on the wall. Squishy over to the side, 20 seconds remaining, still down by one. Ball outpaces Lethmir, and Ghost has to rotate. Squishy gets the demolition on the Lethmir, puts it into the box, looking for gimmick. Zone from St. Jackie comes through. Now Lethmir up in the midfield, 10 seconds left. Can he get the dribbles? No, it's taken away by Torment. Goes all the way back down, bounces off the post. Lucky for Ghost, but still, this isn't the situation they need. They gotta get it back down. And CLOUD9 just burns all the time, right off the clock. Takes game one.
CLOUD9 playing patient, playing keep away once they have that lead. Sometimes that can prove to be difficult if you have a team that's mounting a lot of pressure. But again, it feels like Ghosts are still trying to figure out exactly how they want to attack this CLOUD9 team. I think when Lethmir was describing how they play, generally Classics is always up front, and they're trying to figure out who's next. Is it going to be Lethmir, or is it going to be St. Jackie? And they figure that out as the series goes on to see who's most comfortable against their opponents. That series, that game, it felt like they were trying to feel it out. So game two, if they've got their game plan, they can bring it out. That was only a one-goal game, so still very close.
You heard them talking about in the desk that midfield control would be a big part of this match, and it feels like that was where CLOUD9 was able to find this victory. On the stats, we have 6 shots to 4, 2 saves apiece, and one goal on one side, an assist on both sides. Very, very even statistically, but it was that midfield play where you don't get as many stats that it felt like CLOUD9 was controlling the pitch. That's what gave them the opportunity to take more shots and inevitably get the win.
Yeah, I mean, CLOUD9 felt very comfortable, but notice the play that Ghost did push through, how quickly they were able to turn it around in their favor. That last second pass from St. Jackie on the wall straight to Classics, who even though he nearly double dedicated for that, he was able to backflip, recover, and beautifully jump up for the shot and put it into the corner, which is very difficult to save. So in general, obviously we know Ghost has the capacity. This is their whole thing of stop doubting us, but it's a matter of can they bring it out consistently, and can they do it against a team like CLOUD9?
It's great to see the infield pass plays come through, but that has not been the MO of Ghost. The MO of Ghost has been get in the face of your opponents, blow them up in their net, and create space for open shots. We saw very, very few demos in game number 1. I'd like to see them kind of get back into their normal form and make a series out of this. They'll look to tie it back up here in game 2. Lethmir over the top and onto the backboard. Squishy will pick it up. St. Jackie again up high. CLOUD9 right now not leaving anybody on the backboard. Opting to play it off the rebound, but they're being given plenty of space by Ghost to work with, and they'll be able to get it back into Ghost territory. Torment shot towards net. Lethmir the clear. Gimmick in the back corner. Lethmir up on the wall, drops it towards Zane. They'll fall back on Classics to move up. The pass play could come through, but Squishy's there, sends it out, and will stay scoreless.
And there it is, taking advantage of that midfield play. The moment that Ghost have the room, they are starting to put the shot down. So they don't hesitate when they have it, but it's a matter of trying to gain that ground against CLOUD9.
St. Jackie in net for Ghost. Moves out into the 2 and leaves Classics in the back for boost. Wins 150-50, and now to try control it and move it across the field. Ball just moving laterally right now. Finally, able to make a play, but Squishy demolished by Lethmir. Classics moves up, he's got Torment in the corner, wins the 50-50, puts it high. St. Jackie now up to put it onto the backboard. Gimmicks up a bit late, and 2 players going to be able to make the play. Torment gets it away, despite St. Jackie's best efforts to confuse them by putting it onto the backboard repeatedly. And the 3:34 left to go, it's still scoreless.
The patience from CLOUD9 there to make sure only one attacked that ball at a time is what left that player still on that backboard. Even after that nice second touch, they were still able to keep control.
Zane back out to midfield, Classics moving in. Redirect towards net, Gimmicks in position. Moves up with the pass to infield towards Squishy, shot towards net, and Lethmir makes the dynamite save on the goal line. A follow-up from Torment, cleared away by Classics. Ghost holding on the defense.
This time they're just going to start taking shots, try and suck that boost out of them. Torment just stole that and centering it as well. They're slowly losing it the more they have to make saves.
They need to be able to get it clear, buy themselves some time. But this pressure from CLOUD9 just continues to build. St. Jackie now getting in on the save game. They're splitting up the defensive roles here.
Great on Zane for that clear. Classics was waiting in that corner for that boost, and thankfully for him, it spawned.
Finally given some space. Ghost able to push it into the orange. Get out of that scary situation. Mirror into the Cloud9 corner. Zanejackie goes for the boost star. Torment wins the 50-50 in the air, just cleanly takes it away. Or any contact can be made by Classics. Giving to Lethemir. Top of 2, Classics moving up. Over the top of Squishy, sends it to the net, puts it through. Ghost having the lead here in game 2.
Ghost will take the lead in the second game after finding Cloud9 in a tight spot. Torment and Gimmick thinking they had the speed on that, and Squishy over on the side, expecting his teammates to make that through. When you have 3 very skilled players, you generally rely on each other's solo plays, but you see what happens. The moment that one player doesn't live up to what you expect, you're going to leave something wide open for your opponents.
First goal coming in the second half of the game. Ghost looking to make it 2 here, right off the kickoff. About 2 minutes left here in game number 2. A shot from Gimmick straight into the net. Great pass from Torment as they tie it up.
No hesitation to turn this around and make this a tie game. Torment seeing Gimmick, and what a beautifully placed pass just in front of him, allowing him to boost up, get the speed, and still have the angle on the shot. Ghost again thinking they had that midfield control, not seeing Gimmick hiding over there on the side.
2:04 now. Very quick response from Cloud9. They were able to take game 1. They'll have to take game 2. Zanejackie's able to move that one back down the field. Bounce it off of Cloud9 players. Lethemir in the air looking to put it into the box. With a nice bump of Gimmick, opening up some space here for Classics. This is the sort of bump games that we're used to seeing from Ghost. Torment gets the save in net. And he's able to win the 50-50 in the midfield, but Lethemir losing out hard. It goes all the way back into the Ghost corner. Cloud9 just over and over again. When it comes to those close one-on-one battles, winning out and pushing it deep into Ghost territory, and continuously having to fall back while they're trying to move forward. Stunting this offensive pressure from Ghost. Finally, Lethemir getting into the box, cleared away by Squishy, and then the win by Gimmick again, right back into the blue as we are approaching this final minute. Still tied up at 1 apiece. Gimmick sends it towards the net, and Lethemir lofts it high, but there's Torment up and airborne. Zanejackie beats him, sends it away, back out to midfield. Squishy will look to keep this pressure on with the back pass. Gives it to Gimmick, and then they're able to push it right back into the blue. Lethemir rotates over, has some space to work with, and now the pass to Zanejackie. Sends it towards the net. Torment will get it away. In the final minute here, still tied up.
You know, when you speak on the demolitions from Ghost where you don't see it, generally what a lot of teams started adapting sometime in the middle of the season, they take a shot and on their rotation, they try and take advantage of the fact, well, hey, I'm already out of position and I'm already, behind enemy lines, I might as well take a bump. But when you're going against any team that has quick pressure or quick counterattack, you feel too threatened to take that time. Even that extra second, you know you're going to need that on defense.
25 seconds remaining into the corner. Lethemir to put it back out. Silver goal territory. Essentially, next goal will win the game as Lethemir boomer downfield. Squishy to put it over to the side, but Classics with a follow-up. Zanejackie finding one in net. Squishy alone in the back, and Gimmick will rotate in just in time. Demolition starting to come through there for Ghost, but they were unable to capitalize on it. The clock has hit 0. This goes down into the corner. We'll have overtime. Zanejackie's got other ideas. Flicks it over the top. Classics is up. Sends it towards the goal, but it's sent to the side by Gimmick, and we'll have overtime.
You saw that demolition from Ghost. They knew that they were running out of time, and they knew that it was going to end very soon. So hopefully it would hit the ground. So they took the extra time and the dedication, kind of an all-in on that last attack, but nearly were able to turn it around even after they pushed.
A brave play by Zanejackie in his own half, choosing to dribble it out instead of just letting it touch and opting for overtime. We get overtime either way. Lethemir past Torment in the corner, and Gimmick in the back, able to get it away. Torment eliminating Classics. Zanejackie winning the 50-50, critical there. Keep Cloud9 from having the offensive push. A minute to clear, the flick over Torment. Gives it to Squishy, gives it down to Gimmick. Shot towards net, it's wide. Now off the wall. Torment lurking, moving up. 50-50 goes over the top of Zane. Lethemir down the field into the box. Another demolition from Lethemir, opening up the goal. Classics' just shot is high, and Squishy is able to get it away. Breakaway opportunity here for Cloud9. Lethemir has to fall back in time, but Squishy nearly gets the 360 shot to put it in, and we'll keep playing here as the first minute comes and goes.
Classics will be feeling that miss for quite some time. He had the open net, but the pressure proved too much. He had to get there too fast.
Torment onto the backboard. Zanejackie's up, and he'll play it off the rebound back out. Classics losing the 50-50 with Gimmick. Zanejackie to Lethemir. Torment back to Gimmick, shot on net is wide, but the follow-up from Torment lofted and Squishy's airborne. 2 players up, the double commit puts it down, and Classics with the follow, he'll put it through, and will have a tie series.
He will find his redemption here at the end, winning it for his team in overtime after nearly a minute 30. He's going to follow this through after a gorgeous contest, finding it over his opponent, and they will take game number 2.
Great recognition there from Classics and redeeming as well after missing the open net created by Zainjackie. Had to feel good to be able to capitalize on that breakaway. Being able to maneuver his car in the air to add just that extra bit of pace to make sure he won the drag race with Cloud9. Puts that one through. Now, 1 game apiece here in this best of 5.
Now, the one thing I'm a little fearful from what I've seen out of Ghost is that they really are sometimes leaving their own box open. Look at Classics, absolutely just out of his mind for that win, and he got the final goal as well. That has to feel great, especially after that miss.
I'm not gonna lie, I love it when the players pop off here. They're always so quiet. We talk about Cloud9 being the robots, you know?
Yeah.
Just never react at all, but here's the save coming through. They break this one back down the field.
Look at how far Lethemir is.
Watch Squishy going for this shot. He knows he's got to deal with Lethemir. Goes for the backwards, trying to give him basically a change up, make it go a little bit softer than Lethemir's expecting, using the back of his car instead of the front of his car. But good read by Lethemir, just going for the tackle instead of going for the block. Able to get that one away, and Ghost tying it up in overtime.
If they leave that box in front of their net open as much as they had, I think they will start to really feel that pressure. Cloud9 had a couple of shots of their own that could have been on target. You can see the shots still pretty even on both of these teams. They really are trading that control back and forth, which you've seen a lot this tournament. And I think it's that kind of teams playing kind of timid a little bit, where they know they've got the attack, they're going to do it, but they're not going to keep that dedication. Same with why we're not seeing nearly as many demolitions as we've seen throughout the league.
I think part of it also is that Cloud9 is just spending so much time in the air. I mean, you watch Ghosts, they're going for the demos, they're moving into goal, they're looking for them, but they're just not there to be found. They're always in the air. Cloud9 making it difficult for Ghosts to execute their style of play. Now, 1 kickoff by Ghosts. They've actually been really good at the kickoffs all event long. Classics over the top, Gimmick with a flip, but Zainjackie's too deep, won't be able to make the play. Now Cloud9 looking to transition back down the field, getting a bump on Lethemir in net, but Zainjackie moves in. Great win there. The 1v1, and now he wins another one. Putting it onto the backboard. He'll look to set up Classics and Lethemir. That
defense from Torment was really good. He caught off the angle from that dribbler. He knew he didn't have control on his hook, so he just body blocked it.
Look at that. I don't know if you just noticed that from Lethemir. He goes for the play on the wall. When he missed, he looked for Gimmick on the wall, looking for the bumps on the wall. They're adjusting to the fact that Cloud9 is staying off the ground and looking to play their game elsewhere on the field. 4:17 left on the clock. We have not had many goals scored in the first minute here in this series. It's been kind of a thing this season. Squishy with Gimmick and Torment both in support. He's got a lot of options here, but Lethemir wins the first play and is able to hold on to ball control here. Following it along, gets it into the middle. Neither of his teammates moved up. Not going for the pre-jump. Shot towards net, cleared away. Zainjackie on the double commitment. He'll put that one through, and Ghosts has the lead.
I mean, right now, Ghosts are just keeping their composure, and Cloud9 are starting to have those small mistakes. Gimmick and Torment both going up for this. In reality, you want only one of them so they can stay down. It still wasn't a great clear, and I think it's because, again, they got in each other's way. They were both hoping to push it to a corner. Instead, it came right out in front of net, and Zainjackie was just sitting and waiting.
The threat of the double commit isn't just the fact that two players are going to be out of position. Is the fact that you know you're double committing, and then the clear you're going to make is less so because you're trying to make it, oh, is there a way for me to correct this? And so then you don't clear it as well. Cloud9 getting punished there, but here's Gimmick to tie it back up, finding the openness in the rotation of Ghost and tying the game.
Double commit on both sides, it seems right now. Classics and Lethemir both going up for it, neither staying in net. Lethemir wanted to hope that Zainjackie had gotten back, but there's no way with that double commit that he was able to read his teammates. And now, they both made the same mistake. They both capitalized on it, so it's 0-0 in my book.
All the games we've had so far in the series have ended in the 2-1 scoreline. We're on pace to do it again. Lethemir over the top, on the ceiling. Squishy will send it to the corner. Torment, Zainjackie into each other there. Classics and Lethemir now moving up. Classics will fall back. Midfield. Miss on the wall again. Send that one away. Classics having a bit of a rough day here on the wall. His ground play's been phenomenal.
Lethemir gets a bump.
He's got to pass Squishy underneath. Torment's got to get the clear. Classics respecting Torment net. He'll send it away. Then falls back, just looks for the touch on the ground, looking for the read, and then looking for the goalie too. So Squishy back off. Classics will have to rotate back. Ghosts, all three of them in the corner. Looking to play it out. Zainjackie by himself over the top of one. Torment to the side. Cloud9's defense will hold on for now. Approaching halftime, still tied up at 1 apiece.
You know, when you watch air dribbles, a lot of times it can feel like a waste of boost, but that one by Zanjacki carrying it out, once all of his team was in the corner, he just needed to stay near that ball as close as possible, try and protect it from any hard clears.
That pass from Lethamyr to Zanjacki, very creative, just to pop the ball up high enough, keep the Cloud9 players from moving up because they don't know what's going on, and then Zanjacki's able to play it over the top. They were also able to get a demolition on Squishy about 30 seconds ago, back in net, so still trying to find those goalies, but unable to make it work. Squishy airborne, both Torment and Gimmick grounded. Lethamyr out to Classics, doesn't make contact, Torment will have the clear. Savior medal for his efforts. Squishy on the side, you saw Lethamyr looking for the bump, looking to play the player, and the infield pass, Gimmick taking the shot, Zanjacki with the save, sending it away. He's been dynamite on the goal line. 1:40 left to go. Winner here of game 3, putting their opponent on match point. Pass from Gimmick. Torment respects Zane and backs off. Squishy back into the box. Seen Ghost be here a few times on those defensive pushes where they're just having to block multiple shots. I don't think the siege has worked yet for Cloud9.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot from them that would characterize them all season. A lot of the really highly mechanical plays, not many solo plays. There was an attempted bump on the net.
Zane again to get it away, and Classics this time to bail him out after he got zoned out. He ends up on the right side of the goal and is able to send it away. Cloud9 with so much pressure right now. And in the final minute, it's looking like we're getting another 2-1 game. These teams so evenly matched. And despite how much favor Cloud9 had coming into this event, had coming into this matchup, Ghost is giving them a run for their money and looking to take the lead in the series. As Torment tends the shot, Lethamyr off of his own crossbar, sends it away. And Zanjacki looked for the clear but didn't find it, so Cloud9 might have another opportunity depending on what Gimmick does here. 50-50 goes straight up and Squishy again towards the box. Lethamyr and Zane both looking to clear. Final 30 seconds, tied up at 1. Clear from Classics down, Squishy will drop it away. Torment, look at the transition straight to his teammate. So difficult, and Gimmick over the top, it's coming back out. Who gets there first? Gimmick does, sends it in, 16 seconds left, and Cloud9's got the lead.
You can look at this touch from Gimmick and think it was useless, but look where Lethamyr was. He would have had that save, unbelievably thought by Gimmick to get there, recovering quick enough to get just one more touch, and with 16 seconds left, Cloud9 will find themselves in the lead.
And all of it enabled by that ridiculous clear and transition from Squishy and Torment. And then Gimmick to finish it off. Dynamite, oh my goodness, he puts another one in. They're up by 2 now.
We saw how incredible the Ghost defense was, but it's only a matter of time. You can only keep up those last second saves. You can only sweat so much, your hands can only shake so much before eventually you will start to break, and Cloud9 finally pushed it through.
We finally will have a different scoreline than 2-1. So we see Torment and company here get 3 on the board. This clock counting down. Looks like it will be Cloud9 here in game 3 as the ball's spinning all the time in the Ghost half. Brilliant plays there, absolutely immaculate at the end is Cloud9 as they will take the lead in this series and they will have Ghost on match point.
We still have only seen small spurts of the league play Cloud9, the Cloud9 that we had seen dominate throughout the entire league play. They're still giving up a little possession, but I think it's again because they're expecting Ghost to. But take a look at this. Gimmick just pulling it out of Lethamyr's hands. Lethamyr could have still pinched that into the crossbar. Is Pixel close?
It was so close to the same sort of thing we had at the end of the last game where we saw Cloud9 in overtime trying to score, and you saw, I think it was Squishy Muffins turning his car around because he knew Lethamyr was coming in, saying, I want to try and play this softly, but instead, in that situation, Lethamyr was able to get there. Here, Gimmick says, I'm going to play it over the top of you, put it off your own crossbar, and trust my teammates to be able to be there to finish it off in the end. And what a play as Cloud9 takes the lead in the series, 1 game away from moving on.
I still think Cloud9 is expecting certain plays out of Ghost, and this is where their kind of off-meta play style can really mess some teams up. You'll see Cloud9 hit it midfield where they have somebody waiting, and then that second person who's expecting someone to be there to contest just clears it to the other side. But what is Ghost doing? They're sitting and waiting. They know that they're going to kind of panic. I don't want to say panic, it's the wrong word, but try and play a very fast game. So they're slowing it down in their own half. Cloud9's giving up possession, and that's what's letting Ghost constantly trade back and forth with them.
Gimmick with the hat trick in game number 3. Having a great explosive series here.
That was such a good touch.
Off.
That's such a good touch from Gimmick.
Absolutely brilliant. And now 1 game away from moving on in the lower bracket and sending Ghosts home for the event. Cloud9 do it, or can Ghost bounce back and send us to game 5? Lethamyr moves up. Torment with the shot towards net. Classics with the zone block, but Gimmick's such a smart play, plays it behind him, keeps his streak going.
I mean, this has got to be huge right now. That contest from Torment, going for the delayed hit, knowing Lethamyr trying to give it up to a teammate. On kickoff, you always want to give your team time to set up, but the moment that he had that late hit and pushed it past that last defender, Cloud9 really taking it to him.
Yeah, Classics outpacing the ball there a bit. He was at a good block position.
Oh, again.
Here's the pass, Gimmick over the top. It'll be Lethamyr who sends it away. Classics with the clear. Now the one roll, just looking for the block, gets it and keeps it in the corner here. 2 players piled up there, and Squishy's able to play it away as Classics looking for the shot instead of the pass. And now the transition from Cloud9 playing so fast. Lethamyr sends it away, and he'll look to transition straight back down the field. The counterattack coming through for Ghost. But Gimmick on the backboard sends it out. Classics looking for Squishy, just
found him.
absolutely bulldozing him, but Lethamyr can't get it through, and Cloud9's defense holds.
There it is, the bumps that we hadn't seen out of them very much, nearly giving them that goal, just pinning Squishy to the ground.
Get it away, Lethamyr able to rotate back in time. The long booming shot was on target. He's had to do that so many times this series. The long shot threat from Cloud9 is absolutely deadly. Now Gimmick with slow plays. Pops it over Classics into the corner. Zanejackie in net. We'll have some space. Gimmick still gets it past him despite all the time in the world for Zane. Onto the backboard, Classics moves out, gets past Torment, but Gimmick's right there. Solid position from Cloud9, anticipating the touches from Ghost and always having a player to pick up the slack. Zane meets it on the wall. He follows this off. Nice touch past Squishy. Now Lethamyr's got it on his hood. Gimmick will just flip it over to the side. And Classics moving over to try and get it away. Actually gets demolished. This opens up the backfield of Ghost so much. And look at Lethamyr. Just a laser beam, a heat-seeking missile straight onto the ball to make sure that there was no pass inwards. But Cloud9 is still threatening.
And he was still able to gather boost as well. That's huge for him. He had to spend so much to make that save, but he was able to pick up enough pads to still give himself some sort of defensive presence.
Classics out. Lethamyr on the wall. He's got Classics down below him, and Zanejackie moving up to midfield. They're looking to tie up the game right now. He's going to look for Squishy. Small ball plays from Cloud9. Pushing it back out, but now Lethamyr picking it up underneath Torment. Good fake. On the wall is Classics. Zanejackie looking for Squishy in net, now looking for Torment. Doesn't find either. Torment gets the clear. Approaching halftime right now. Still Cloud9 holding on to that 1-goal lead. The pass inwards to Gimmick, shut down at the shooter. Now Lethamyr, the drop in off the pass from Zanejackie. Brilliant transition down and no defense from Cloud9. They don't move up.
Squishy being that last man, wanted to take it off the backboard, but that came so far off. That is exactly what you want as an attacker. Keep it as far away from that backboard, as far away from your opponents as possible. Make them use that boost, or just make them miss the save.
Well, both goals in this game, Gimmick tied up right now. Now Classic sends it away. And we'll see Squishy put it over to the side. Both goals have really been enabled by the pass, which has just moved so quickly from the side and inwards, and the defenders have been moving along at the same pace of the ball, and then the shooter puts it behind the defender, putting it backwards. The defenders just got too much, it just gets outpaced. And we've got a tie game right now. Ghost, they get the win here in game 4, will move into game 5. Cloud9 looking to finish it off. Zanejackie with a pass to Lethamyr. Pops it high, Classic's now up. It hesitated, but then he saw the pass, knew he could do something with it. Gets it all the way into the Cloud9 corner. Torment moving up by himself. Zanejackie over the top of 2. Squishy in net, and Zanejackie's able to push it underneath. Keep it on the wall. Follow, it's not there. 1:40 on the clock, still tie game. Classics now looking for the air dribble into the net. Squishy meets him, sends it back out to midfield. Air shot towards net. On the backboard, sends it out to Squishy. And now Gimmick, all the way back down the field. Zanejackie airborne to the corner. Still trying. Looking for holes in the defense. They get another demolition on a Torment, but Squishy's got all the ball control in the world. Send this one down, and Torment spawns in the correct corner, but he's not there in time. The demo's still able to deliver here as Ghost takes the lead.
Ghost just pushing up solo play after solo play until they can finally do something with it, and that demolition will leave the net wide open. Torment trying his best to get there from that respawn, but now with just over a minute, Cloud9 have to tie this up.
They gotta tie it up, and we'll go to game 5. We've had so many in what has been the most stacked RLCS LAN ever. Gimmick nearly able to find the goal, but Lethamyr again saving it and sending it away. Every player on this Ghost roster has been contributing to their defensive wall. We've had exceedingly low scoring games. Moving up. Driving out, squishing infield pass. Jackie with the clear. Leftamir trying to send it back out, but Gimmick's there. Zane Jackie now onto the backboard. Nobody's home, but Torment will be held. A lot of space. Move out, goal, and get it off the rebound. Gimmick off the wall. 30 seconds remaining. Game 4. Ghosts with the lead, looking for game 5. The pass upwards, Squishy. Went back down in the middle. We've seen Cloud9 tied up in the final 10 seconds so many times already this event, but Zane finds that upper corner, puts it through, and that'll secure this one.
I mean, this is huge. Ghost bringing this to game 5, and just the way they're attacking, they're being as patient as can be. They'll just go up with a solo play. They'll follow it. They'll do an air dribble. They'll just stay behind it, try and get a good 50-50. If they lose control, the next person who drives it up will do another solo play. They just keep doing that until either somebody makes a mistake and they can push it through, they get a demolition, or the moment they see something open, then they go for the passing plays.
Lethamir's attacks off the kickoffs. Like, everybody has to watch out for that. He is so strong at those. And Zane Jackie just looking for another goal just to maybe secure this one. It's already done, though. You can't score 2 in 0 seconds. Ghosts bouncing right back, finding it. We've had games go 2-1 Cloud9, 2-1 Ghosts, now 3-1 Cloud9 and 3-1 Ghosts. Game 5, I have no idea what to expect next.
I mean, this isn't a situation where all the pressure's on Cloud9. I know they're robots, and I know they don't show emotion in the win or the loss, but this still has to be so much pressure. They came in as that #1 seed, North America's hope, everyone was calling them. Everyone, so many fans just behind that team, and Ghost coming in pretty much with the frustration of, why won't anyone talk about us? Why are we just that, I don't know, the child no one cares about? So that frustration, you know, when you talk to the players, that's kind of what helped fuel them throughout the league play, and I think it's still doing it today.
Man, so I think by the pattern, the next game is going to be 4-1. Because we've had 2-1, 2-1, 3-1, 3-1.
No, there's no way. No way that game 5 ends in a 4-1.
No way.
Wait,
it has to go to overtime.
It has to.
Between these two teams, Ghost and Cloud9, how close this has been. And 2 North American teams, too. It's been great to hear the crowd cheering on both sides. Both Cloud9 and Ghost finding fans here. And I cannot wait to see how this match will finish off. But given the pattern, I guess it would be Cloud9 next. I'm going to stop looking for patterns, you know? This is Rocket League. Anything can happen.
That is true, but it does get heavily momentum-based. Once you have control of a game, you really do start to just instill just enough fear in your opponents to where they might second-guess themselves, even that 1 or 2 times, and that's still enough for you to push through. We've gotten to the point where you have a one tiny mistake, and a team can put something on net.
Washington, D.C., we got one more game here between Cloud9 and Ghost. The winner stays alive. There's a hope for North America. Makes it into the top 4. Cloud9's possibly the favorite to win it all coming into this and have to play for their tournament lives.
Oh, Gimmick.
What a fake. They'll start off with a great goal, completely just mind-gaming them to death.
The tactical whiff, going up for it and not making contact. I think he ran out of boost. He had a little bit, but I don't know if he deliberately tried to go for that. That is a very hard thing for us to call here in the booth. I never know if he deliberately made it look like he was going for that, but either way, a goal in the beginning for Cloud9 is going to be huge for them.
Yeah, gutsy play, and it works out for Cloud9. They looked for the long shot here. I think every game, the team that has scored first has had it. They've ended up getting tied up. One team scores, and the other team scores, and then somebody runs away with it here. But in front of the net, another play missed in front of the goal by Ghost. Classics with a miss pass, Squishy. Cloud9 just adjusting to a very mind game heavy strat right now. They jag into the corner. Torment moves up, tackles. Left from here with a clear. Squishy backing up. Manages to pick up the boost too while he rotates to pick up ball control. The infield pass, it's right there. Doesn't even need Gimmick to finish it off. Cloud9's up by 2.
Wait, when you talk about mind game, I think right now Cloud9's realized that Ghost has figured them out to a degree, kind of everyone has. We've been watching them all season. There's been a magnifying glass on this team since week 1. So now if they just change things up once in a while, just don't go for the things they normally do, Ghost is going to find themselves flying past that ball, flying past that contest.
Squishy over the top of 2. It's just Lethamir in the back, and he misses as well. Gimmick will take a shot towards the net. Is this one in? It does. Bounces off the post and through. Some misses, and what has been a stalwart defense from Ghost. They've just been making mistakes here in game 5.
Another miss from Squishy, though. Lethamir thought Squishy would get there, but no one following through a net. They're falling apart a little bit. But again, the larger this score margin gets, the more that Ghosts know they have to play offense. Every second they're playing defense is another second that they're closer to losing.
And every mind game situation also creates the next time you play against that player, you hesitate, and that hesitation can be just enough space to create the opportunities to score. Classics now with an opportunity at the goal, but Gimmick gets in the way. Forming over the top of two, Zanejackie put it into the corner, and Classics waiting for the bounce. Back down, he backs off, lets Lethamyr move up, passes across to Zane. Shot towards net is just a bit wide. Lethamyr nearly able to find the goal, but it goes wide again, and Ghost will still be looking for that first goal here in Game 5. Now pass two, Lethamyr up, Classics looking for the bump on Torment, and Lethamyr to try and finish it, but Torment still able to get up, send it away, keep Ghost scoreless.
Ghost just going for the overwhelming offense right now. Do not let them breathe. You can't give them boost, you can't let them turn it around, but now you'll see that the moment you try and dedicate too much to offense, when you do lose control, you're going to do something like this, where you have to play panic defense. And again, Cloud9, the hesitation on purpose. They're deliberately delaying those hits.
They know that Ghost is antsy. They know that there's this tournament life on the line. And Lethamyr over the top. They're missing the goals too. Zanejackie puts this one in, but the third shot defended by Gimmick. Classics comes in, can't make the shot either. Squishy gets in the way. And now Cloud9 with ball control looking to transition. They play it underneath. Such clean play right now from Cloud9. He's got two in the corner. Continues to bump Classics, and Squishy gets the lob and the demolition. That'll be the fourth one for Cloud9 as they are trying to sink this one before halftime.
I told you it couldn't end in a 4-1, but clearly I'm the idiot here.
I mean, well, Ghost has to score, and right now they are struggling.
They do still have shots. They have 5 shots on net, and Cloud9 are playing that last-second defense. They're just able to get there for a lot of those shots, but that's honestly probably worse for Ghost. If the shots are that close and they're getting saved, it's just so frustrating knowing that you nearly outplayed a team, but they were just able to somehow get their car in the way.
They get him away. Storm sets this one up for Gimmick. Zanejackie trying to intercept, but just goes straight up.
Nicely. Oh my God, that pass from Classics.
They still get the saves. Cloud9's defense holding on, and now the breakaway back down the field. Lethamyr trying to connect with Classics and look for a quick transition for the counterattack. Classics now looking for goalies. So Lethamyr's able to get it into the box, but the defense is just so good. Cloud9 on the goal line over and over again. None of this midfield defense, just playing it at the net, trusting that they can make the saves and get the clears to put it back away. While Ghost has had plenty of control in Cloud9 territory, no goals to show for it, and only 1 minute and 40 seconds left to find 4.
I really like their attacks though. They're playing keep away from Cloud9 in their own app, really making sure that they're touching it to each other, trying to gather as much boost as possible. But when you're not really finding yourself at midfield or in their corners, there's not a lot of boost to steal, so you're relying on a lot of pads and them being pretty fueled up.
Oh, Squishy with a beautiful setup. Zanejackie gets it over the top, and Classics has got the follow. This could be the opportunity. He's got to get this one past this Cloud9 defense that is letting nothing in right now. Faster to the ball, winning the 50-50s. And now Gimmick looking to set up Torment. Lethamyr will intercept the pass and put it back into the corner. He's got a minute left to try and get 4 goals as Cloud9 holding on to this series with a vice-like grip. Squishy puts it into the corner. Torment got demoed. Ball will just cross the net. Demolition opening up space in the Cloud9 rotation. Now Lethamyr over the top to drop it soft. 40 seconds remaining. Every second that ticks by makes it less and less likely. And honestly, the 4-0 comeback, it's happened once, and they had so much more time to work with. Cloud9 looking in such a good shape to move into the top 4 and be one of the North American teams playing for that top spot.
At this point, it's just defense. You'll see them with solo plays and demolitions. It's all they're going to do. Just interrupt and buy yourself time.
Classics with the shot, Torment with the clear. As we hit that final 10 seconds, Cloud9, they can rest easy, breathe a sigh of relief. They've done it, they've moved on in the bracket. It took them 5 games, but they will be in the lower finals.